motivation. What is it, right? You get up in the morning, you're scrolling on social media, and if you follow the right kind of people, you've modeled your social media to where it's not so much something that it's just negative shit that's not conducive to growth. Like my social medias, I follow a bunch of fitness pages, uh, Jordan Peterson type shit, Joe Rogan podcast, like podcasts where they're talking about stuff where it can expand your mind. But as far as the gym motivation, there is only so much you can just consume in content before you get up off your ass and you actually go there. Now, for a lot of people who've never been to the gym, right, it's not even so much that you don't want to be strong. You don't aspire to be like these bodybuilders and shit you see. It is the reason you don't go is because you're scared of what your starting point is. Like you're self-conscious about it. And that's normal, right? Most of us start out that way. It's very rare that you have somebody come out the pussy, you know what I'm saying, all rocked up type shit. It's very rare, right? And that's something that the real people will tell you that shit. Like myself, you know what I'm saying? People like Athlete X, people like my cousins, you know what I mean? Like they they didn't start out that way, but it's not like they're trying to hide that shit, right? It's these other people that make that pump this content out that will have you self-conscious about being skinny, about being overweight when you first start your journey. That's what the process is for a lot of people. And you gotta stop being so conscious about that shit. More often than not, the people who get over that fear, that self-consciousness, are the ones who end up having the best results because they're coming from the furthest behind everybody else, right? And when those type of people earn their bodies, you know what I'm saying, earn their muscular figure, they're the ones who are more likely to maintain the habits that they built to get there versus the people who were kind of born athletic like myself. Like I was born skinny. Like I've always been like in track. Yeah, it didn't really help. You know what I mean? You have to be kind of leaned out for that sport, very leaned out for that sport if you're going to be successful in it. But after I stopped competing and stuff like that, I was still all the shit that I accomplished in track. Even I was self-conscious about getting in the gym and like just kind of like lifting for size because I was smaller than everybody else. I'm still strong as shit. I don't give a fuck who's watching this, bro. Your squats nowhere near mine. Your deadlifts nowhere near mine. I don't give a fuck about none of that, bro. And you can argue with your mom. And like my squat was always there. Like my legs were always pretty strong. Coming from a sport where you're running a lot, but my upper body was never what I wanted it to be for a long time. And I had to get over it too. And what I can tell you bro, just train the habit of showing up. Train the habit of showing the fuck up. You got to get in there. Even if you only go there and you do like 2 or 3 lifts. I know in another video I said like where you're supposed to grow to where you're doing like 5 to 6 lifts for your specific muscle groups, and you'll learn what muscle, like how to target your muscle groups the right way, like back and buys, chest and tries and shit like that. Like you'll learn all that as you are lifting weights on a regular basis. But when you first start out, bro, just show the fuck up. Show the hell up. The people that you're seeing walk around all rocked up, people who are bench pressing over 300 and shit like that in the gym, squatting over 400 and 500 pounds, shit like that. We all start somewhere. And if what you're scared of is being in there and looking out of place, like not really knowing what to do, bro, you got to get over that shit. You got to get over it. And this goes into like the art of conversation as well. Ask for fucking help when you get in there. There is no, bro. There's like obviously there are certain people you don't bother in the gym, like the guy who's in there. If you're going in early, the guy who's in there at 2-3 a.m. You know what I'm saying, benching like 300-400 pounds type shit. Don't bother him because he's on some other shit. Don't bother the guy who, you know what I'm saying, just has his headphones in. You've never seen him talk to anyone. Like, don't bother that guy. But the people you see like they're in there. They have like a stature that you aspire to have, and they're kind of just open with like talking to other people. Bro, ask for fucking help. If you need spot on some shit, ask, bro. There is not there is not one gym bro who, if you were to talk and ask for help, they wouldn't be willing to spot you on some shit, bro, or give you pointers on how to get to where they're at. And I'm speaking from experience, bro, because that's what I did. I'm not gonna cap to you. Like I follow like another like a YouTuber that I have been subscribed to since I was like 16 years old, Athlean X. I got a lot of my tips from there, but he'll like it's in the name Athlean. Like he'll get you leaned out, but as far as like for size and shit like that, yeah, I would say it's not really for. He has videos for it, but like if that's what you're going for, like bodybuilder status type shit, not really taking a whole too much out of his book. You know what I mean? But when you're in a gym and you see people who have a stature that you're aiming for, bro, ask for fucking help. Ask for the diet plan. Ask for, you know what I mean, how like what all it took, how long it took them, type shit. And not just supposed to be comparing like timetables, but bro, like give yourself a template, like give yourself a roadmap, just like anything else, just like anything else. But don't let being self-conscious about the gym stop you from going there. You have to get in there. There's only so much shit you can watch on Instagram, YouTube, videos like this, where it's like, oh, like you have people who are, you know what I'm saying, motivating you to get in there. Like, bro, you still have to put in the work. You have to get the fuck up off your ass. There's no other way around it. There's no other way around it. That, and when you start, bruh, be be real with like what you want your results to be within the timetable you set for yourself. I can tell you this is how it's gonna go. You're gonna get in there. You're gonna be lifting, and at first you're not gonna be able to lift shit. And sometimes some lifts you're gonna do, you're gonna see other people doing them, and you're gonna be downright embarrassed at where you're at. I'm just calling a spade a spade. You're gonna be embarrassed at first. That's part of it. The second phase of it is you're in there. You're starting to become a regular face. Your weight is still not moving how you want it to. The you're not lifting as heavy as you want to yet, but you're in there and you know what you're doing. You know what you're supposed to be in and doing on a daily basis. You have your routine set, right? And the habit is starting to be formed. The third phase, the habit is there. Like you're not waking up in the day and not going to the gym. You're not waking up and missing your cardio and shit like that. You figured out what muscle groups you train, like how to train them properly. Like I said before, like back and biceps, chest and triceps and shit like that. Legs, just kill them. You know what I mean? Like you know what you're doing. And the fourth phase is when you start adding that weight on. Like you got your form and shit down. Your maintenance weight, like you're on a workbench type shit, and you're not lifting with anything less than like 70 pounds on some shit. You're curling like 40s and shit like that. That's how it goes. You know what I mean? And then from there, it's gonna be about you'll the last phase is you knowing how to either bulk or cut the way you want to. But that is how it's gonna go. That's how it's gonna go. I cannot stress this enough. On your self improvement journey, you gotta be getting in the gym. It's a shame for a man to never realize how strong he could really be. To be born as a male is a blessing for real. The heights you can take your body to, like the fucking extent you can grow your strength to, it's insane. It's insane. And I will tell you this, don't fall in love with the whole size shit, bro. I've seen people who look smaller than me, and I'm not even like I'm not even that fucking big. Like if you see me in person, I'm pretty sure you would think I was swole. But like for me, I've lived with this body for forever, so I don't think I'm that big. But bro, I've seen people smaller than me benching shit in the 350, then the 400 range when I was running track. It's crazy. Long jumpers who can squat damn near 600 pounds. Dead ass. Like, bro, size is not equal strength. You gotta get over that. If your frame is something like, of course, if you want to be big, get big. But bro, understand that size is not always equate strength. There are some of the biggest people walking around, bro. They can't even rep out 225 15 times if you told them to, type shit. But their arm is fucking as big as your head, type shit. And that's the last thing I can tell you. Looks are deceiving. You know what I mean? Looks can be deceiving when it comes to the gym, right? Be marking your progress, stay up to date with what you're eating in a day and shit like that so you can actually hit all your goals. But the last thing, the most important thing, get the fuck up and go. Get up and go. You have to. That is a part of the self-improvement journey. Because the weight room is what trains discipline like nothing else will, for real. For real. You can take that to the fucking bank. This is all just some more cold game, some free game that you're gonna be needing on your self-improvement journey. Hope you enjoyed the video. Remember, on your self-improvement journey, keep your chin up, your chest out, and always keep it pushing.